Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. And today I'm bringing you the newest spice that you might have seen ladder over the past few days, and that's gonna be Fizz Gwen. Now this deck first came into my attention when the finalists of the Aegis Esports League actually brought it to the finals, and then I also saw Magic Bay post a video about this. So two big competitive players posting about this told me, okay, I need to check this out. So this list is very interesting because the idea is that you're combining the Hallowed package with Fizz, because obviously the Hallowed package is buffing the unit as you attack, and then Fizz is the perfect target for those Hallowed buffs because he gets elusive and he cannot be removed. Well, he can be removed by spells, but you're able to save him by denying the opponent's spells. So the whole game plan with this deck is just gonna be a big Hallowed elusive Fizz. We even play cards like Burrow Leader to allow us to attack with Fizz again, because the Burrow Leader lets you attack with a 1-cost ally, start free attack. So let's say you open up with Fizz, giving elusive, then you can attack, and then you attack again with the Burrow Leader and on the Fizz, and the Fizz is gonna get the Hallow buff one more time. So if there was only 2 Hallow buffs, Fizz ends up getting +6 attack total, right? It's just crazy. Obviously, you still have all the Gwen shenanigan package. You still have the host, you still have the butler, protege, opening foyer, Gwen herself, which can push a lot of damage, and the opponent needs to be careful about it, especially the Gwen level up, right? This Gwen can push a lot of damage if the opponent's not careful, because we end up stacking a lot of Hallow in the deck very quickly. But most of the times, you're really just finishing with this. I'll be completely honest. We can also have access to Fading Memories. We have access to Shadow Out Tailstones, all of which are cheap spells that can save our Fizz. We have Quietus and Heavy Metal to allow us to destroy the opponent's equipment and do really well into those Aatrox decks, right? Because those Aatrox decks rely on strikes to be able to actually remove your units, and they won't be able to do that with Fizz. Most of them are not playing Sharp Side anymore, so they don't really have any blockers for Fizz. You play Glimpse with some extra draw. We play Navigator and Sap. The Navigator is kind of nice because of the Scout, right? The Scout allows us to actually start a whole attack token on the opponent's attack turn. If you play the Burrow Leader on a 1-cost Scout unit, it lets you get the attack token again. And then Sap gives you an alternate elusive instead of Fizz in case that you don't draw a Fizz, and also lets us draw into a spell. And obviously, Anarchaboros gives us a lot of draw to add consistent to the deck. So yeah, this deck is full-on combo deck. Just play your Hallow units early. Try to get as many stacks as you can, so then that eventually Fizz can just finish up the game in literally a single turn or 2 turns maximum because of the Hallow with the elusive allowing him to go in. One of the amazing combos you can do with this deck, by the way, that is kind of cool, is you can play Fizz, right? If you have Fizz on the board, you can do the Shadow Owls, the Shadow Owl Tailstones, giving the Fizz elusive, and then playing the Burrow Leader to get Fizz attack. And if the opponent plays anything to try to remove your Fizz, you have access to the Mark of the Isles to actually protect the Fizz from actually dying, whether you do it on the Burrow Leader or do you do it on the Fizz to present the last damage, that last point of lethal damage that you need. So, and at the end of the day, because it's an elusive deck, as you see us in some other elusive decks earlier in the past few videos, sometimes you just gotta rip it. I think I'm becoming a bigger fan of just sending it, and if they have it, they have it. And this deck kind of capitalizes that, as you'll see in some of the games that we played today. But yeah, so hope you enjoy the games coming up soon. And if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LR videos every single day. I'll see you at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. In this match, we're going to get against Vayne Aatrox. So Vayne Aatrox and obviously Quinn, Heavy Metal, Quietus. These are all premium in this matchup. I'm going to try to find my Hallow units. I'm going to keep this, but I'm trying to find my Hallow units. Protege, very, very good. So we can play Protege and start stacking our Hallow. We can Quietus, for example, a Broadwind if the opponent plays Broadwind. We want to have Heavy Metal, I think, for the Darking Harp. Yeah, I think it's correct to keep the Heavy Metal for the Darking Harp, because that's the one that I want to get rid of right away. If the opponent doesn't have a 1-drop, it's even better for us, because again, we can still play the Reading Protege and just attack. And then we can Quietus like a Broadwind or any blocker that the opponent might have for the Protege, and start stacking up our buff. It seems weird using the Quietus that way, but I think I have to go for it that way. don't want to play Fizz because of the challengers, but Fizz is going to be good once we start getting more spells and getting a lot of Hallow stacks. Fortunately, the opponent got the tracker, which is what I was scared about. I wonder if they commit... Okay, that's a great job, by the way. Because now we can actually block the tracker. If they go like this, then I'm just playing the Redeem Prodigy instead. Yeah, I think I'm just going to slam the Redeem Prodigy here. Open attack so that we don't have to deal with a Vayne. Do I heavy metal that? Or do I just kill the unit? Do I heavy metal that or do I just kill the unit? I'm gonna decide based on what the opponent does here. If the opponent plays Vayne, I'm gonna kill the unit with the Quietus and then attack with my whole board. And if the opponent blocks with Vayne, we can heavy metal the Vayne. So I want to bait them into playing Vayne here. Opponent's actually just gonna play Fish Fight. Ah, that kind of sucks. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That fish fight does kind of suck. We can go like this. Go like this. I guess go here. Do I Quietus this now? Yeah, let's just Quietus it. Let's just Quietus it and get the 4 damage. Opponent could have catch. And if they have catch, I think I'm fine with that. Yep. I don't mind eating up this cash now because opponent's still gonna have to play. Opponent's still gonna have to play like a unit to give this challenger, and then we can heavy metal. And getting rid of the Darking Harp is just as good as getting rid of the. Sorry, getting rid of the Darking Aegis is just as good as getting rid of the Harp, in my opinion. Because this doesn't have challenger yet.
A bit underdressed.
Do I want to block that? Don't know that I care.
What is all this?
Don't know that I care, because we can still heavy metal that whenever we want. When it gets Aatrox, cool. We're gonna heavy metal. Although getting rid of this is not what we really want to do either. It's not really what I want to do either. But I also don't want to do this. Okay, opponent did put me in an awkward spot. Opponent did put me in an awkward spot by playing this out this way. And because we didn't block last turn, because the opponent wanted to play the Anaka. I might have been taking this a little bit too loose, because now the opponent's going to have Aatrox next turn. And that's going to be a pain to deal with. And they're also going to have Ezreal.
What a magical place. Time moves so quickly.
So they're going to have Aatrox and they're going to have Ezreal. If we heavy metal, opponent can just play Ezreal. And that's enough to kind of make me really sad. I have to heavy metal. I have to heavy metal because I don't want to deal with this Anaka. If opponent plays Ezreal, we can still technically kill the Ezreal by going for the Gwen Thread the Needle.
Has forsaken me, but my
if the opponent just goes like this is also fine.
Over here.
I'm gonna keep this Thread the Needle in the back of my hand. Opponent's gonna play Aatrox next turn. If it's not a challenger, I think I'm chilling because the Fizz stays alive. Aatrox is a little bit annoying because he's pushing... he's healing them by 4. And also it means that the Gwen will not be able to attack anymore. Yeah, so the Gwen will not be able to attack anymore. While the Aatrox gets to push a ton of damage. This is great. This is a great blocker. This is a great blocker while getting me the Hallow stacks. We can block with both Hallows. We can block with both Hallows, right? Start hitting up the Hallow stacks and make it so that Fizz could actually get there. This is also dealing 5. Which is probably not enough. We probably should have just done the Anakaboros there instead of waiting. That's a great draw. That's a great draw. Because we can go like this. I kind of want to attack with the Gwen, but then Gwen is obviously going to die, right? Actually, she does die because she will only go to 5. So it has to be like this. We push the 4. But then I don't want to give the opponent the heal. I don't want to give the opponent the heal. So I think I'm just going to go like this. Just push my 4. You can play Buru Leader and still have access to Fading Memory. And push another 6. So now this lets me push 6. And then we're winning next turn if the opponent doesn't do something. They don't have a way to deal with Fizz unless they get Sharp Sight. They get to heal here. They go to 7. I think I'm fine with that. We have double Buru next turn. So we have double Buru next turn. They could attack again on the open, which is fine because we have to use the Glimpse to give this Elusive before we play the Buru Leader anyways. So we can Glimpse to trigger the Elusive and then go for the Buru Leader. Or now we can do it with the Shadow Out Tailstones. I don't see how the opponent beats us anymore. 2 plus 3 is 5. Yeah, I don't see how they beat us anymore. We just have to deny the heal. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, opponent didn't play around a second Buru Leader, and they end up getting punished because of that. So at most of I guess the opponent could technically do have a Sharp Sight. So let's say that the opponent technically has a Sharp Sight. We can Glimpse here. Because I need to use the Mark of the Isles, right? Because the Fizz plus 3 is not enough. The Mark of the Isles gets me to exactly 7. If the opponent has a single combat, I need to have access to the... Oh no, because I can just thread the needle with Gwen, right? I can just thread the needle with Gwen. Even if the opponent has... I guess I didn't need to use the Glimpse. I didn't need to use the Glimpse. Because I have to commit the Shadow Out Tailstones anyways. Yeah, actually that was a misplay. That was a misplay on my part. So that was a slight misplay on my part. But not exactly, because we still have enough mana for both the Gwen Thread the Needle and the Fading Memories. Even if the opponent has a single combat, we have Gwen Thread the Needle to stop it, and we just push damage. Honestly, this deck is kind of hard. I feel like there's some nights I could make it better. Like that Glimpse was not needed, right? That Glimpse was not needed because we were always gonna go for the spell. But I mean, the opponent only has 2 mana too, so like, what could they have with 2 mana that can beat the Fading Memories and the Gwen Thread the Needle? I think that's nothing. It's only Sharp Sight. And they didn't block with Sharp Sight before, so I can put them on not having Sharp Sight unless they top deck this. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Seraphine, Ezreal, and Bandle. Okay, so we 100% want to make sure that we have our Fizz at some point here. I like the Butler and I like the Quietus. I think these are both 2 criticals as well to kind of pass up on. We just have to try to look for that Fizz now and kind of go from there. But the fact that we have the Butler means that we can start enable the follow, and that's their Fizz. The Fading Memories also gives us a nice way to do it. No need to play Fizz right now. We want to have Fizz to be able to actually finish, right, the game. So we can just start with the Butler instead. We also don't have a lot of spells, right? We don't have a lot of spells to really take advantage of Fizz being here. So maybe I want to wait until I have Mark of the Isles, right? So that I can actually... I'm actually able to save the Fizz. Like, it's nice having the Fizz, but it's a little bit too slow at the moment. Gwen is really good. Gwen is really good, but I might actually go for Navigator instead. So that we can open up with the Scout and then go for Fizz and Gwen next time. Yeah, because we can open up with the Scout here, take advantage of the Hallowed to at least push some additional damage here. Even the Dragon Shot will be able to actually push damage. But it doesn't actually do anything here, huh? We go like this. That's a great draw, by the way, because now I feel a lot more comfortable playing the Fizz than I would have before. Let's start with Fizz. We have a second Fizz, so even if the first Fizz dies, I'm okay with that. I don't want to play the Gwen.
A few days till the show. I got this.
I don't want to play the Gwen into the Head Splitterator, right? Okay, opponent gets to punish the Quietus, but we had them use their... For them to use this Quietus, they had to actually use their Ruthless Predator, so they won't be able to actually challenge the Fizz next turn. They could have double removal to stop the Fizz, right? Which I'm completely fine with if they kill the Fizz here. Oh, they're just gonna Quicken, okay. They're just gonna Quicken. I'm gonna attack like this, because if the opponent blocks with Seraphine, we can Heavy Metal to kill the Seraphine. So I'm down to use the Heavy Metal this way, if they block with this Seraphine. Wow, they don't even block with the Conchologist. I guess they want to make sure that they get rid of the Scout. Yeah, I'm gonna force you to have a way to save her. If you want to save her, I want you to have the way to save her now. Opponent might also get greedy and think we have no way to save Fizz anymore. They said that we have Fading Memories, right? And we have another Fizz. There's their bar. Let's go ahead and go for the Gwen. So we can go for the Gwen here. We can go for the Scout attack. I'm not gonna block, right? Because I don't want to lose the Gwen to like a 1 damage spell. I wanted to have another card that needs to be able to actually block the Gwen. That's a great draw because it gives them the Powder Monkey for next turn. So good on them there. Good for them. Let's go here first. Let's go ahead and take the Scout attack. Even though it's just getting blocked by the monkey. I want to see what the opponent plays first. It's just a second bar, really? They should Mystic this. If they have a Mystic or something like that, they should do this right now. We might actually go ahead and play the play for Trickster on the Gwen, to be honest. High note? It's tempting. It's tempting to use the Fading Memories. It's very tempting. But I don't think it's correct. I don't think it's correct. We're still gonna give the Fizz the Elusive. We still get to have a bunch of draw here. And we get to attack like this. Do I attack with the Navigator? I don't even know that I attack with the Navigator, to be honest. I don't even know that I attack with the Navigator. I think I just push my 3 damage and my 2 here, so this is gonna be 5. We don't have like a Quietus ambush. I think I'm fine with that. They got that from Conchologist, right? I think I'm fine with that. We play second Fizz. And we're still okay. Maybe we don't play the second Fizz just yet. In case that the opponent actually has a way to like challenge the Fizz. Okay. We have the play. Problem is that we don't have that many Hallowed, right? We don't have that many Hallowed buffs. So the Fizz Buru is not even that crazy of an attack just yet. Citria? Do I just take this damage? I guess we always block the Citria anyways, right? We're always blocking the Citria anyways. So I don't think I care about this damage. Yeah, I don't think I care about this damage. I like the sap here. See if we get a better spell instead of... Because I don't want to use these Fading Memories. I don't want to use these Fading Memories yet. Perfect. I wanted a spell. I wanted a spell that I could play to give the Fizz Elusive so that I can play the Buru later. And now when we play the Buru later, we'll have Fading Memories. Fine. I don't care, man. You can kill it. All I wanted was the elusive on the Fizz. Because what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And this is gonna push 3 damage and get you down to 8. And we'll have the access to the fading memory to do the same thing again next turn. We'll also have access to the Fizz Playful Trickster, which will allow me to bounce back the Gwen and have another rally. I want the opponent to commit their removal right here. And they have it. I would hate to have to spend both the Shadow Owls and the Fading Memories though.
He missed.
I will have to spend both. It's possible that the opponent has enough for both, but they have used a lot, right? They use Sun Fumes. They have used a lot of ways to try to get rid of my units that I don't know if they actually will have the value here. So like, we can actually play this. Problem is that it is dying to... So let's say that we go here. Let's say that we go here, right? It gives the Fizz the elusive right away. But it is dying to a Hexbliterator. So this is dying to a Hexbliterator, but if the opponent doesn't stop this, we're fine. And even if they do stop it, we still have the Buru Leader and that's, to actually present lethal. So we'll have the Fading Memory in the Buru Leader to present lethal against everything except for an Ezreal. Stress defense? Ooh. There's the Hexbliterator. This will be 5. This will be 2. The Hallowed gets me another buff. And then we're gonna have to commit the Shadow Out Tailstones on the Fizz. To actually present lethal. Which kinda sucks actually. I figured that the opponent had Hexbliterator, but I didn't expect it to be a 2-mana Hexbliterator, so that's a little bit annoying. We do need to watch out for this Sirturmund net stand. The problem is, I should commit to it, right? With 7 HP, what if the opponent has the stun though? If the opponent has the stun, then this feels really bad to play. If the opponent has a stun, this feels really bad to play. I think we wait. We have blockers for the Citria and one of their units. I don't think I commit this. I'm scared of the Wallop. It's too easy for them to have Wallop to punish us. Yeah, but it's gonna actually commit the Peacemaker here. I guess we go for it. If they have it, they have it. If they have it, they have it. If they have the Wallop, they have it. With 9 HP, I don't think the opponent has any normal removal that can kill me. They have the Wallop, they win the game. Alright? I can't play around it because I lose to the open attack. Well, do I lose to the open attack? 4, 7, 10. I wouldn't have lost to it. And of course, we get the Fading Memories 1 turn too late. Yeah, I wouldn't have lost to the open attack. That's unfortunate, actually. I could have played it safer. And we topped the Fading Memory after the fact. All opponent needs is an Ezreal. I got greedy. Yeah, I got greedy. No, I'm still learning the deck, so it makes sense. I got a little bit greedy because the opponent was able to remove my Fearsome blocker. I got scared. I mean, they have lethal here. I would have lost my Fizz anyways, or I would have needed to block with Fizz. That stress, that they had everything though. Had to be exactly stress defense to slow down our Fizz. Then it had to be the stun as well. So GG's. in this match, we're gonna guess Norra Swain. So Norra Swain also has a lot of cheap removal. Heavy metal is so good against Norra. Is that better than Quietus? Do I rather go for Quietus and then I think it has to be the Quietus, right? And we just play the hose. I think I'd rather do the Quietus against Norra. We have the hose. So we can start sticking up our Hallow so that the Fizz can get bigger and bigger. We have the Fizz. Now we just need to get spells to protect our Fizz. So now we just need to get a lot of spells to protect our Fizz. We can Quietus the Norra and then summon another hose, and then we push another 4 damage. Force the opponent to have to do like a Make It Rain. Oh, that's a great spell to get. That's a great spell to get. We need the Mark of the Isles though. The Mark of the Isles is the way that we can enable the Fizz spell. The Fizz. I'm gonna commit the second host. I'm gonna commit the second host. Yeah, sure. You can play your Poke Stick here. I might just land the Fizz now too, to be honest. Yeah. With 1 mana, I don't think this deck plays Blaze Edge, so I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even gonna be worried about the Blaze Edge. I'm just gonna push just 5 damage here. We might lose the Fizz, which is a big deal. No, okay. Smartly, opponent doesn't go for the Fizz. Because if they go for the Fizz, they just lose the game. Can go third host here. I'm a little bit in a bad spot though. Ah, that's great. That lets me potentially get a spell that I need to be able to survive. I'm fine with this too. If you want to give us the additional value, I might just actually play the Buru Leader here, right? This is 5 damage. Yeah, why don't we just go like this? This is 5 damage right away, and we have access to Fading Memories to copy the Buru Leader to get more value. I guess we're losing now. We're losing to a Death Hand, right? So the opponent has enough mana to have Death Hand. I'm gonna let it go. It would have to be third Poke Stick, Death Hand, Group Shot. There's a lot of ways. Yeah, this is the Death Hand that we have talked about. We have a good chance of drawing another Fizz because the Anakaboros, so I think I'm gonna let it go. And that, what did I say? We have another chance of drawing a Fizz because of Anakaboros. I can copy the Moonweaver. An opponent just committed Death Hand on the Buru Leader and has used 2 double Poke Stick and has used a Group Shot. So I'm still fine. It's funny how we haven't used a single spell this game yet. Actually, I want to play Anakaboros and keep my Anakaboros back because I don't want it to get blocked by the Runeweaver and us not have a target for Fading Memories, right? So if we don't have a target for Fading Memories, it can be a little bit risky. Opponent could play Swain here. Opponent could play Swain here, which they did. It's gonna be kind of annoying, but they're gonna have to start worrying about my Elusives next turn. That's not a bad draw. That is not a bad draw. I'm wondering though if I'd rather play Sap. I think I actually prefer the Sap. Would the opponent level up their Swain here? I don't know. Definitely not anymore. Definitely not anymore. We take 9. Has to be Foyer, right? Has to be Foyer. It makes it so that the Fizz is just presenting lethal next turn. We need to start with the Sap. We need to start with the Sap so that we can have another spell to negate the opponent's stuff, right? Because now we can go play for Trickster. Stops any skills as well. Yeah, because now we can go play for Trickster. We can go... Let's copy this. Let's copy this. This is presenting Sits already. Sorry. This is... I almost messed up the order. We can go like this. I would love to play this. I would love to play this faithful trickster, but I don't know that I can. I think I have to let the opponent just take this attack. Because I could play Playful Trickster, for example. An opponent... Wait, no. I can play here, right? I can go like this. And we still have access for Glimpse. Because the Hallowed dies, the Fizz is going to go all the way up to 10 and be able to win the game on the swing attack. So we can do it on Fizz himself. Even if the opponent kills this... Okay, now that's a problem. Because if the opponent has Death Hand and another removal... I didn't know they play Blaze Edge. Yeah, the Blaze Edge is a big deal. We didn't get Fading Memories. We didn't get another Fading Memories. But we can still push a lot of damage here. They're looking for Group Shot. They're looking for Group Shot. Wow. Since Fizz is gonna die anyways... If the opponent has the way to deal with Fizz, Fizz is gonna die anyways, right? So the best solution that we have is actually pushing more damage with the Sap than I do with the Fizz. But Group Shot still kills the Sap. We have a fearsome blocker because of the Shadow Out Tailstones. I guess we got baited him. We got told him that we had another Fading Memories. Yeah. Nope, they don't have it. Alright, they didn't hit their last thing that they needed. Man, that Blaze Edge scared me. I did not think that they played Blaze Edge. That scared me. GG's. In this match, we're going against Mic Check, who's going Seraphine, Ezreal, Victor. They have a lot of removal. But we do have a Fizz. This is exactly the hand that I want in this matchup. Warrior, Fizz, Fading Memories, so that we have a cheap zero-cost way to save Fizz. Shadow Out Tailstones, amazing. Now we need to just stack up the Hallow and kind of go from there. We can start with the Butler. So the reason that I took away the Redeem Prodigy is because it just dies to like a Mystic Shot, right? So I think we just go Butler. Cool. Get your Poke Stick. We just want the Hallow stacks. The problem is Ezreal. So Ezreal is actually such a good blocker against Fizz that it's going to be really annoying to deal with. So it's such a good blocker against Fizz that it's going to be really problematic to deal with. I don't know if it's actually the time for Fizz just yet. I'm gonna go Butler. Just go like this. I guess the opponent is gonna have a way to remove this, right? Have them just spend mana removing the fearsomes. I wanted to spend mana removing this. The more cards that they're spending removing this, the less cards they have to threaten the Fizz once the Fizz is actually coming down later. Ah, okay. I was wondering. I was like, what are they doing with the Legionary Charge? It's because the Acolyte is an augmented unit, so he ends up buffing it up as well. A little bit unfortunate there. We need the Buru. We need a Buru leader for us to feel really confident in this matchup. Ooh, oh, this is so tempting to play Fizz here. I'm gonna start by playing the Redeem Prodigy. We could also just pass. Allure. Improvement. They get a hose. Yeah, we're gonna start with the Prodigy here. Opponent has one more card they haven't shown us. We're gonna play Fizz. And we're gonna attack. We open up with Quietus on the Seraphine. That gives the Fizz the Elusive. And also gets rid of the Seraphine. You can play your back Alibar if you want to, but it's not gonna do anything for you anymore. Capricer. Okay, they got that from the Sun Spinner. We still get the Elusive, which is what we're looking for on this Fizz. We can attack with everything and even play a Playful Trickster if needed. So my concern right now is that the playful trickster just gets punished too easily, right? I guess let's go like this. Let's just play as much damage as we can. If the opponent blocks with Seraphine, we can actually play playful trickster, and we can beat the removal because of the shadow mark out the isles, right? Opponent needs to have Get Excited or Sun Fumes. We also should have done it on the Protege, by the way. Yeah, we needed to do it on the Protege. That was a misplay on my part. So we lose because we didn't do the Protege. Ah. Yeah, that was a misplay on my part. We wanted this to die. We want this to die because it's giving us another Hallowed buff, right? We needed to do it on the Protege. That way we also get another Ghastly ban on the field. Right? And the Hallowed will have died, allowing us to push more damage. But this is still dealing the 12 that we need. This is still dealing the 12 that we need, and we have access to the Fading Memory. So we messed up. We messed up doing it on the wrong unit because he also had 2 extra health. But we still got there because Fizz is doing Fizz thing, and the opponent did not have Get Excited or Sun Fumes. So, GG's. In this matchup, we're going against GP Sejuani, which is kind of annoying because of the Make It Rains and stuff. I don't know that I need Quaxos in this matchup. I like the Gwen. I like the Anakaboros as well. And the Foyer is great too. The Foyer is great, especially because we can play it on turn 3 to get ourselves a blocker. And just pass it, man. If you have Parley, I'm not gonna play into the Parley. I'm just passing and forcing you to do the first move. There's the Parley. So now we can play the host. Now we can play the host. If opponent has Make It Rain, I don't want to lose to the Make It Rain by committing the second host. So I think I just commit one and not both. Yeah, because Make It Rain is kind of annoying. The opponent kind of has to... Oh, it's just... Really? I guess it's a good card for them to play. It does trigger the level up, but we just go like this. The annoying part of this matchup is the fact that... The very annoying part of this matchup is the fact that Sejuani can just stop our Fizz, right? But there is a lot of damage. This is 4, 5. That's kind of... They got a lifesteal. That's kind of good for them. They're gonna give me both units. Okay, that's what I thought. Giving me both units didn't make any sense to me. This Gwen is gonna level up, which with how many Hallowed buffs we have in the graveyard, the level up on the Gwen is actually gonna be pretty good for us. Parley again. Yeah, they're trying to just super level their champions at this point. We can crumble. We can crumble. We could crumble to kill their stuff. We beat the open attack. We can't deal with the freaking sap though. That's a little bit unfortunate. You wanna give me that free block? Really? Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, you wanna give me that free block, I'll take it. I kinda dig the Anakaboros here. I kinda like the Anakaboros here. Just so that we're mana efficient, we have Crumble to kill their stuff. And we can play Fizz now. Ah, but the Fizz gets blocked by the sap. Ooh, that's one problem with the Fizz here. The Fizz does get blocked by the sap. So let's go here and go like this. Level up our Gwen, push a ton of damage. Force the opponent to have to block with the sap, and then we can play Fizz. Yeah, opponent decided to go for the Make It Rain. By the way, this is why I buffed the Tentacle and not one of my 1 health units, because of the Make It Rain. So I like taking the chance. Doesn't even hit the Nexus, by the way, so doesn't even get to like have Sejuani come back and win the game for them. So I don't know why would you even Phantom block, even if you're relying on that, so GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. Hope you get to these games. My apologies for the misplays that I made throughout the video. It is a new deck to me as well, so I'm still learning it just as much as you do. But heck, that misplay against my check should never have happened, because the Redeemed Protege is always the better target anyways to bring back with the Fizz. So just a small mishap on my part, but again, I'm also learning the deck just with you all in this video, so my apologies for some of the lines that I could have taken better or that I just ended up misplaying. I did think against that other Seraphine player where we just went for it and didn't play around the wallop. I think at that point is correct. Even though technically I didn't die to the lethal, I was going to die to the lethal because the opponent had access to the Bandle City Tailstone. So even if I don't take my attack with Fizz right there, I'm forced to block with the Fizz on the next turn once the opponent removes my Fearsome blocker. And I still lose the game if I lose Fizz. So I think I just have to rip it there. And if the opponent has the wallop, they have the wallop. But yeah, aside from that though, you kind of see how crazy this deck can be. You Sohos kind of bullying that Vayne Aatrox player around. The Fizz just gets so big and you get so much value because of the Hallowed. Really, really fun deck. Props to whoever created this. I don't know who the original person that played it was, but props. It actually feels very fun to play. But enough about that. In terms of mulligan, I want to go for Hallowed stacks earlier. I do like keeping one Fizz if I have it because Fizz is so critical, but I'm looking for the host, I'm looking for the butler, and I'm looking for the opponent foyer for the most part. All three of those, the Protege is a little bit less priority, but I prefer the butler, host, and foyer, especially the foyer, so that we can start stacking up those Hallowed triggers in the graveyard. And then obviously you're looking for Fizz and potentially spells if you really have Fizz, so that you can actually protect your Fizz once you're ready to actually attack with him. But yeah, stack up the Hallowed buffs first, and then work on Fizz comboing out to win the game once the Hallowed buffs are present. So yeah, that'll be my advice for that. If you enjoyed today's games, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch, where we stream every now and then under Twitch Sirturmund, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.